right, what's going on, good people? We're about to get into this. We're going to talk about how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. Now, I'm not one of those guys that have the 100,000 subscribers. You know, I have 15,000. And basically, I've done that with a certain strategy. And I was trying to think back, like, what did I do to get my first 1,000 and the things I've learned across the way? So I have a few notes here I jotted down, and I'm going to share those with you today, right? And the number one thing that I have on my list here is consistency. It may sound very simple of what I'm saying, but the way that I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs that are approaching things now, they're approaching things only for the money factor. Not because they love it, only for the money factor. And it's like a kid on Christmas. They lose steam immediately. If they put something up and don't see results immediately, they're ready to quit. 2 weeks. This is why people quit on New Year's resolutions. 2 weeks. But you got to get that old school work ethic and understand that I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to make a video because I love making videos and I love talking to this particular niche, right? Which we'll talk about that in soon. So number 2, this sub for sub thing has to stop. And let me tell you why I don't like it. I get people that just start their YouTube channel and say, hey, let's do a sub for sub. That's false. That's like a guy coming up to you and say, and you're at a gas station. He said, hey, man, buy my CD. This CD is great. Can I hear it? I don't have any headphones. So I have no way to hear it. No, just support me. Nah, not going to do it. Because I could be supporting garbage. If you want to get a sub, give people value. That's how I got my subs. I didn't buy fake likes or anything like that. Not into doing that. That gives you false hope because you could be wasting your time in something that you don't even need to be in, right? So work for your subs. Your subs is a like of someone says, hey, man, I'm into the thing that you're talking about, right? Number 3, don't go on someone else's page who spent the time, who had the courage in order to make their channel, ignored the conversations of people putting them down, and this person said, I'm going to do this, and they went all out. They were in their dark room, they bought equipment, and you want to just go on their page and say, hey, like me, guys. Why? Why do we want to like you? Are you doing something that is adding value? Like the person that you're spamming on their page? No. Do something that you're great at. And don't worry about being all great at the beginning. Just do it. You know, you look at some of these guys who are big time people on YouTube. Look at their first video. They weren't great, but they got better as time went on. Number 4 is add value to your niche. So if you're in a religious niche, you probably don't want to be talking about hookers and prostitutes and alcohol all day on your channel. That wouldn't really resonate with that group. But you may want to talk about something that they're into. Maybe you have a channel that's for people who like to drink and you want to review different liquors. Talk about drink-related things. All right? But when you're on a channel, you're talking about drink and then you're trying to, talk about crocheting also. What's going to happen is you're going to lose your audience. It's about connecting to that audience. Number 5, this is a great one, collaborations. Do collaborations with people, but here's the rule. A guy like me that has 15,000, I may reach out to someone for an interview. But to collaborate, I probably would find somebody around the 15 to 25,000 subscriber deal. So if you have 0 subscribers, you probably can't reach out to somebody who has 2,000-3,000 because at that point, they're like, what is the value of it? Right? Because I've been turned down by interviews. People say, you know what? You're not the size. get 100,000, and that's fine. And some people may look at that as like, oh, that's arrogant. No, I understand that because it's something that they're doing that I'm not, that has gotten them to that level, right? And that's another thing too. I've decided now that I'm going to put most of my efforts now going forward into YouTube. So number 5. So 6 is when you're starting your YouTube channel, go Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right? Stick with that. Go no less than 3 times because in building phase, you got to build. I want you to forget about, I only had 1 view today. I only had 2 views. I used to get excited when I got those in the beginning, right? But I did it because I loved it. 6 years, 7 years later, I'm still in the game. And I hope you will be too. Number 7, come up with quality content. What does your niche like to talk about? Right? What are they interested in? Why are they following you? Because they're relying on you to give them the information. So what is it that you're going to say that is going to motivate them? That's going to keep them going? Maybe you're not into motivation. Maybe you are doing something else. Maybe you're learning a language. What are you going to do? You're going to have to become that person that is always studying that subject and going to seminars and becoming greater in that space. Number 8 is make sure that you have SEO rich description titles, right? So if you're talking about shoes, make sure shoes is actually in the title, right? It's also in the description, and that's something that I'm improving now. My assistant we're going through each video and making sure that each description is SEO rich and tags. Make sure your tags have the word shoes in it, tennis shoes or whatever, because you don't want to be talking about shoes and you're in the guitar section of YouTube, the music section. It just doesn't make any sense. So make sure that you're not just coming up with these titles like, what should I call this one? To shoe or not to shoe? That is the question. Whatever, just make sure that your title is something that is in your niche, and it's SEO heavy. Another thing too is, and I put this down, if you have an email list, right? And you're capturing emails through an opt-in that you may have, every time you do a video, just have a system. Maybe you're going to share it on Facebook. Maybe you're going to share it on Twitter. And then share it with your email list. Because you may have subscribers that may not come to check you every day. So send them the video and let them know that, oh yeah, by the way, I did a video today and you may like it. Right? So let your 100, 200, 2,000 or whatever, let them know that you can do that, right? And number 10, which is a good one, is reply to the comments. Because the people that are taking time to reach out to you and that you're helping, they have questions, they have concerns and things of that nature that they want to talk to you about. So make sure you reach out to them. Now, that was something that I wasn't always great at because I was so busy with other things. But now I'm learning that, focus on that thing that is where you're getting the most, traction. And right now it is YouTube. So I'm going to stay at the place that basically, made people know who I was, And then plus also Google owns YouTube. So if your search, your keyword search or your search term or SEO word you're using, a tag, is coming up in YouTube, you probably can be found on Google also. So with that said, good people, I hope everything is going great in your world. And those are 10 quick tips on how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. So that's all I have. And I will see you at the next video. Take care, guys.